Hello, my name is Keisha King, and this is my screencast for my lesson plan. This lesson was on solving higher degree polynomials. Students had to build upon prior knowledge of solving equations to solve higher degree polynomial equations. The culminating task was to use this knowledge to design a suitcase for a company. Students will solve a variety of equations and inequalities using digital tools to gather information and use critical thinking skills to develop innovative products. For my internet tools for this particular lesson, I had 4 internet tools that I used: the teacher blog, YouTube teacher lecture videos, Quizlet, and web search. My first internet tool is my teacher blog. My teacher blog is set up using Blackboard. Students can access all PowerPoint lessons used in the class on this page. They can keep up with what we're doing in class on a daily basis, as well as past PowerPoints for when they were absent. If you see on the left side of the page, you can click on the blog, class information, or the topics based. These are the topics for Unit 4. If you click on one of the topics, the PowerPoint lesson will download, and it'll go over what we're doing in class that particular day, from the warm-up to lesson notes. Students are able to access this at home on the internet as well. Another internet tool that I used was Yay Math. Yay Math is a website that lists video lectures from Robert and Duke. They are exciting and lively video lectures. After the video lectures, students can complete worksheets or online quizzes about the videos. I do have a short snippet of the video, of one of his videos. They are exciting and lively, and they keep the students' attention. The students interact with Robert throughout the lecture. They ask questions, he asks questions, and they answer questions in class. Another video lecture website that I use is Khan Academy. It is similar to Yay Math, but it is short one-on-one video lectures with detailed explanations. Students listen to an instructor as they work out a problem or go through a sample lesson. A little less interactive than Yay Math, but it still gets the information to the students so that they can understand it. Another one of my favorite internet tools is Quizlet. Quizlet is a free internet and app tool that students and teachers can use to improve vocabulary. My school is focusing on math literacy, so students competed to see who can get the best times and scores for the vocabulary in this unit. You may do flip cards, but the games are with scatter plot, where students have to match the vocabulary words with the definition, and the definitions disappear, and it's time, so students can compete to see who can finish it the fastest. If it's incorrect, it will not match. And the students compete with each other in class to go over the vocabulary. One of the last internet tools that I used was USA Test Prep. USA Test Prep is a website that allows for instruction and testing of students. I can assign students different tasks to complete to improve upon what they may have missed in class as well. Students use these internet tools to get a better understanding of solving higher degree polynomials to practice what we were going over in class. Students who did not have internet access at home were able to use the portable laptops before or during class, or the desktop computers next door. I differentiated my instruction by using pre-tests and various assessments for my students. Students took a pre-test before the unit to pinpoint deficiencies as well as to pinpoint students who excelled. I used this data to group students for class activities. The groups changed based on classroom observations, and also I gave tiered and leveled assignments in class with those formative assessments. I use various assessments such as daily homework checks, formative assessments, group projects, summative assessments, and finally the culminating task to see how well my students understood the topic. Here are some examples of the homework checks that I did on a daily basis, as well as vocabulary projects and placemats where students work with partners, and also a station review where students worked in groups to review the material. The assessment that I gave and the culminating task is also included in my list of assessments. Two of my biggest challenges were the equitable access and difficult culminating tasks. Equitable access to technology seemed to be the most frustrating for my students who did not have computer or internet access at home. When I allowed them class time to watch the videos that others had previously watched at home, they were missing out on valuable class time. Also, the culminating task proved quite difficult for my struggling students. It was a bit much to put at the end of the lesson, and perhaps working on it throughout the lesson would have been more beneficial. Due to time constraints, we had to move on without completing it and come back to it at a later date. Those were the two things that were my biggest challenges, and I recommend working on those in detail before starting again. Thank you so much for listening.